Hello everybody. Today I am going to share with you an awesome technique to multiply any pair of 3-digit numbers in less than a minute, and the numbers can be very simple digits like 100 into 111 or extremely complicated numbers like 987 into 584. So this technique is called the philosopher's rule 2. So let's learn this philosopher's rule 2 to solve the multiplication of pair of 3-digit numbers in an extremely easy way. To start with, let's consider an example. Let's multiply 847 by 569. So you can observe from the digits over here that they are literally complicated numbers and simple mental calculation won't suffice, and the conventional method which is taught in our school is quite time consuming. It consumes a lot of pages, and for competitive exams that can be quite frustrating and waste of time. So this technique that I'm going to teach you today, that is the philosopher's rule 2, will help you find the product of these type of numbers in less than a minute. So firstly, the numbers have to be written in such a way as if they are arranged along the sides of a trapezium. You can see over here 847 with 8 here, 4 here, and 7 over here, and 569 with 5 here, 6 here, and 9 over here. Once this is done, you have to prepare a 9 by 6 grid with 9 rows and 6 columns. Actually, all of the cells in this grid are not to be used, so some of them will be shaded away like this. The boxes which are in white are the one that we need. Now the question might arise in your mind, what exactly is going on behind this formula? Actually, these boxes represent the place values. This shows the ones, this is the tens, this is hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, and so on. And this unique way of arranging the boxes actually demonstrates a hidden magic of the numbers that we have known so far. However, we might not have understood how the numbers actually work. Okay, it's fine that we already have a technique of multiplication, but there is something beyond that. There is something about the helical arrangement of numbers in the space. It's more about visualizing how the numbers are arranged, how the place values swirl around in the space. Okay, so these boxes, the alignment of these boxes in some way represents the swiveling of the numbers and its place values in the three-dimensional space. I won't recommend you go too much into the details. I will be explaining that aspect in another video. So let's put it for the next video. So now let's consider what should be the next step once the grid is done and the boxes are shaded. To start with, we will multiply the numbers at the bottom. It is extremely mandatory that you start in this way only. So the numbers at the bottom are to be multiplied. Over here we have 7 and 9. So 7 and 9 will be multiplied, and the product is to be written in the first row. Now, the next step, observe the numbers that are marked with the help of the green arrows. The green arrows represent that there are two type of multiplications that are to be done, and we have two set of spaces. First, 7 6 are 42, the result in the second row, and then we have 9 4 are 36, the result in the third row. Actually, it does not matter whether you do 7 6 are and then later on 9 4 are, or firstly you do 9 4 are and then you put 7 6 are. That does not matter. You can say the result won't be affected because we know addition is commutative, because at the end these numbers that we are filling up have to be added vertically down. So during addition, addition is commutative, so it does not matter whether it's 42 up or 36 down or 36 up and 42 down. Fine. The third step, focus on the blue arrows. You have to multiply the digit at the bottom left to the one at the top right. So we have 7 5s are 35. Then a digit at the bottom right with a digit at the top left. So here 9 8s are 72. And then the digit in the middle left to the middle right, 6 4s are 24. Again, the positioning is immaterial because addition is commutative. Then in the fourth step, observe the numbers which are marked by the orange arrow. Multiply the number in the middle left with the one at the top right. So we have 4 5s are 20. Then multiply the number at the middle right with the one at the top left. So we have 6 8s are 48. And then in the last step, we will be multiplying the digit at the top left with the one at the top right as indicated by the purple arrow. So 8 5s are 40. Alright, let's quickly review the various steps involved. First, we arrange the numbers as if they are put along the sides of a trapezium, and then we prepared a 9 by 6 grid. We shaded away some of the boxes so that the white region appears in this fashion. Okay, one thing that I want to share with you is that preparing this grid is not at all mandatory. This is only to help you visualize how the numbers have to be positioned with respect to each other. That means when you write the first number, over here we have 63, right? Once you write 63, then shift a space towards the left so that there is nothing towards the bottom of 3. It has to be shifted by one place value. Then two results will be there. We have 42 and 36. Then the place has to be shifted one place value to the left. Then we'll be having three numbers, 24 35 and 72. Then the numbers have to be shifted one place value to the left once again for two numbers, that we have 20 and 48. Then again the number has to be shifted one place value to the left, and the result is 40. This positioning and shifting is the real magic behind this formula, and you can see a pattern over here: one number, two number, three number, two number, one number. This trend is the real magic behind this formula. So multiply the number at the bottom shown by the red arrow, position in the first row. Then multiply the two set of numbers as indicated by the green arrow, position them in the second row and the third row. Then multiply the digits as indicated by the blue arrow, then position them in the fourth, fifth and sixth rows. Then multiply the digits as shown by the orange arrow, position them in the seventh and eighth row. Then multiply the digits as shown by the purple arrow and position them in the last row. Once this is done, we have to vertically add them top down, starting from the last column. So underneath 3 there is no other number, so 3 simply comes down. Now shift a column to the left. Now we are over here. This represents the tens place. Over here we have 6 2 and 6, so summing them we will get 14. 4 over here. The carryover 1 is passed on to the previous column, so now we are over this column. This represents the hundreds place, so we already have a 1. That 1 plus 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 2, the sum we have over here, that is 4 plus 1 5, 5 plus 3 8, 8 plus 2 10 and 19, 9 over here. 1 carryover. This represents the thousands place, so 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 7 13 and 13 plus 1 21. 1, the 2 carryover in this position. summing them we get 8, and in the last extremely left column there is only 4, no other number over here, and the result comes out to be 481943. I would suggest you check out the multiplication with the help of a calculator. Take out a calculator and multiply 847 with 569 and check whether the result is 481943. It's surprising, right? The answer is right. It's correct. Now you try some other set of 2 3-digit numbers using my technique, and again check the result with the help of a calculator. It will be stunning to see that again and again the result will be correct, and you can see using this technique you are able to perform the multiplication in a very short period of time, literally less than a minute. It all depends on how well versed you are with the tables and how fast you can perform addition. If those two things are in the proper place and you are able to master this philosopher's rule too, in any competitive examinations you can easily multiply pair of 3-digit numbers without consuming too much space, without wasting too much time. I hope that you have loved this formula and this technique will be quite useful to you. I would like to hear your feedback and valuable criticisms. You can reach me out in the following handles, and this is my YouTube page over here where I have uploaded many other such awesome mathematical techniques. Have a great day.